I don't need to worry about money for the rest of my life. Woohoo! I achieved financial independence in my early 30s, and I wish I knew these principles in my 20s to make this process a lot smoother. Hello everyone, my name is Aparna and I used to work for Netflix as a senior software engineer. I'm here to help you with a career that is fulfilling and financially promising. Principle number 1, invest. Even if it's $2, invest early on. The most important thing is time in the market, not timing the market. I wish I knew this early on because I definitely missed out a lot of time in the market that way. The only reason I had even invested any money was because my roommate at the time let me know that I should be maxing out my 401k because there's a company match and it's free money. The Simple Path to Wealth, written by J.L. Collins, really breaks down into easy principles that are not very intimidating for any beginner. The summary of the book is just invest in the VT Sachs or the VTI fund by Vanguard, which is one of the lowest cost index funds. What it does is it gives you exposure to more than 3,000 companies. So even if a company within that portfolio fails, you have more than 3,000 companies still making you money. Principle number 2, living below your means is great, but being too frugal can actually hurt you. Understanding where to spend your money is an art, not science. There's a trend I notice in the financial independence community. Folks who are saving more than 70, 80, 90% of their salaries are celebrated. But there is a cost to that, and the cost is time. You are generally wasting time to save that kind of money. I wish when I was working in San Francisco, I was commuting from Mountain View every day, and it would take me about 3 hours a day to commute. I was doing that to save money because I didn't want to spend too much money on rent and things like that. But now, in hindsight, I wish I would have spent that money in rent because that would have bought me 3 hours of my day back. How many things I could have done in those 3 hours? Learned a new skill, or networked more, or just even did a side hustle that made me money. So in general, we do not want to trade our time for money in every single case. Money is renewable, time is not. Once the time is spent, we're never getting it back. So that's where the science and art comes into picture, and you really have to dig deep into what are the things that are wasting your time, and is there something that you could do with the money that you have as a tool and save your time to invest in yourself to become a better version of yourself for the future. Principle number 3, don't wait for retirement to live your best life. This one is so important because in today's hustle culture, where we just need to work and earn as much money as possible and save as much money as possible, we forget that today is the day where we need to do all the things that make us happy. If you want to build that muscle, go do it now. If you want to learn how to surf or play the guitar, do it today. You're not going to be able to do those things when you're 60 anyways. So why wait for retirement and grind away the best years of your life? David Epstein's book Range shares a lot of research that shows when you do multiple types of different activities, you become a better employee or a better businessman. So this is a win-win. You do things that make you happy and you eventually end up earning more money. Principle number 4, burning out to make more money today will earn you less in the future. This one kind of piggybacks on the previous principle. Basically, not taking good care of your health, not sleeping well, eating right, and exercising is going to make you less money in the future. As of now, you could be saving time by not going to the gym or not taking good care of yourself. But if your body becomes fragile or you become sick because of these lifestyle choices, you're not going to be able to reach your financial goals. So get into that flow state to get work done in a shorter amount of time, have no distractions like social media, email, Slack, and then take the extra time for self-care. Principle number 5, be generous with your money. This is a hard one, especially if you grew up in a scarcity mindset. I know it is for me. I did grow up in a household where money was always tight or always a subject of contention. There is something about being generous and giving your money away, especially to people who are in need. I truly believe that it can be a reason for happiness and fulfillment in life. Almost every day, we only do things for ourselves. The jobs that we go to, the money that we make, the houses that we buy, it's all for ourselves. But it's a welcome change when you are thinking about others. As of now, I'm working on growing this muscle for myself. What I do usually is the people that are working for me, I'll be very generous with their pay, or I won't go and negotiate for a few dollars here and there in a farmer's market. I'll try to find vendors or local places or brands to support that are doing good work, and even if their products are more expensive, this is my way of giving. I'm also getting out of that scarcity mindset. And truly speaking, as far as charities are concerned, I still have that distrust in the system that I would be donating money and it won't be put to a good use. So I still have to do a lot of research into how to find trustworthy charities that are really using the dollars efficiently to make positive change in the world. But in future, I want to set up a donor advice fund where I can use tax efficient methods to donate to charities, and that way they'll get more money instead of all that money just going to taxes. Principle number 6. Minimalism saves time and money. This again goes back to one of the other principles I talked about, where I did not want to get an apartment in San Francisco and I was trying to commute from Mountain View every day, spending 3 hours. I wish I knew the concepts of minimalism and learned to stay in a small studio. I had somewhere around a $2,000 budget for my rental expenses. I could have easily found a place in that much money had I just been comfortable living in a smaller space and getting rid of the items that I needed to store in just a slightly bigger apartment that I was living in. Principle number 7, automate your savings. Once you start making a paycheck, figure out how much your life costs and take all of the excess, directly deposit it into a savings or an investment account. You don't even see it coming to your checking account where that money gets spent. That way, you'll be consistently saving or investing, which is the most powerful wealth building tool: consistency and time in the market. Those are the 7 money principles that I live by. Which ones resonated with you the most? Do you have any more to share? Please comment down and let me know if any of these things helped you. I'll see you in the next video. Bye. But money is our most valuable resource, and we can never... Percentage of their salary is... Oh. The financial independence community